Today we are going to do a neighborhood feature on a beautiful area in East Waterloo called Lincoln Heights. Hello, if you're new here, my name is Cheryl Goetz. I'm a realtor and designer in Kitchener-Waterloo, and here on this channel we talk about living your best life in KW with a sprinkle of buying and selling and investing and renovating. So let's get into it. I love so many things about Lincoln Heights, but I've narrowed it down to 6. Here's the first one. Community. This neighborhood has such a strong sense of community. I know for a fact that there are Facebook chats going on, WhatsApp chats going on, there's a wine club, there's at least 2 Facebook groups, and within these little communities online for the community of Lincoln Heights, there is, I need this type of tool, does anyone have it? We are downsizing, so we have, lots of leftover furniture. Do you guys want to come over and see what I have? Smaller chats will see stuff like, hey, we're away for the weekend. Can you grab any packages off my porch? Or hey, can you bring my recycle bins in? So the sense of community in Lincoln Heights is strong. Let's just say that. Number 2 is walkability. This is a really cool area where it is a total suburb, but it's like bookended by these amazing plazas, and then there's a trail to get you to Uptown Waterloo. And if you don't know much about Uptown Waterloo, we're going to do lots of videos about everything that I love about that area. For Lincoln Heights, you have a plaza with all kinds of amenities in it, like a Zayre's, an A&W, there's a barber, I think a shoe repair, and a dry cleaner. And then just on the other side of Lincoln Heights, there's another plaza that's even bigger, and it has a Sobeys, a Bulk Barn, a Walmart, a new Asian place just went in. I think it's called Maiga, and its dumplings are really good. It's got a dollar store, the plaza right beside that. It's got flowers, pizza. I think a little restaurant has gone in recently, and a UPS. And then there's also a Canada Post in the Sobeys Plaza. And so those are very walkable plazas right from your home in Lincoln Heights. And then, as I alluded to before, you can easily walk to Uptown Waterloo. So you get to where the Sobeys Plaza is, and behind that is this really nice little hidden trail. Like, I don't know if many people know about it. I think it's called Laurel Trail. And you take that, there's a little bit of a stream, there's trees on either side of you. You just take that all the way to Uptown Waterloo, and that's when you're greeted by some of my favorite places. One that my family often walks to, that the path takes you right to, is called 7 Shores. So if you want to just quickly look up that and not wait for the other video, you can do it. Okay, number 3, next on my list is affordability. It is a more affordable neighborhood, especially one that's walkable to Uptown Waterloo. And to piggyback off of that, there is a diverse amount of housing. So there's everything from large single detached homes, townhomes, semis, apartments. So if you want to live in this area, you can with a range of budgets, whether your budget is $1 million or $500,000, we can find a great place for you. Speaking of detached houses, the reason why I bring a lot of my clients to Lincoln Heights, other than the affordability, the community, the walkability, is the lot sizes if they want a single detached house. Some of these lot sizes are truly spectacular, and it is an older neighborhood. So these lots, these giant lots, are littered with big, beautiful trees. Now, does everyone in the community do a collective sigh in the fall when they have to clean up the leaves on their lots? Yes. But as I said, this community has each other's backs. There's actually a young man that lives in the area that helps people with their lawn maintenance. He started his own business. Neighbors help each other out. And really, I think everybody just gets used to it. It's a tiny inconvenience price to pay for big, beautiful lots that are created pretty privately by these trees. So that to me is definitely a price worth paying when it comes to a nice big private backyard. Plus, we do have something called curbside pickup in Waterloo, where you basically just bring all your leaves to the curb, and then this big truck comes by and scoops all the leaves off of the street into the back of the truck. So you don't necessarily have to put all of those leaves into yard waste bags, find out when yard waste day is, and put them on the side of the road. Okay, the final thing, not the final thing that I love about Lincoln Heights, but we gotta end it somewhere. The last thing I'll talk about today that I love about Lincoln Heights are the parks. There are so many parks / playgrounds walkable from your home in Lincoln Heights. So the ones that are favorited are the Rosalie Park, which has a big grassy hill that kids love to run down, toboggan down. There's movie nights held there. There's Halloween parties held there. And then beside it is a playground, which is fairly new. And then beside that is a flat grassy area where the neighborhood actually puts a skating rink in there, and they all maintain it themselves. Honestly, I'm telling you, this has got to be, like, we have some amazing neighborhoods in Waterloo, Kitchener-Waterloo region, Cambridge as a whole, but Lincoln Heights is definitely special. Okay, so back to the parks. The other one is close to Moses Springer, which is a community center and a pool that's right in the neighborhood. So if I had to keep going with all the things that I love about this neighborhood, that would be on it. So there is a great park attached to Moses Springer. It has an amazing big flat field of grass by it. One side of it is lined with trees, and then it goes down to the river. You have a big, beautiful playground on it. And then you have, aging myself here, I'm so not cool, but you have these ramps. So I see like kids on bikes, skateboards, things like that on it. Bike ramps, I guess you could call them. I feel like there's a name for it. Anyways, I digress. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. So we'll end with this. Lincoln Heights is a beautiful neighborhood for so many reasons, what I listed in this video and even more. So now that you know all of the things that you could love about living in Lincoln Heights, how much does it cost to live in Lincoln Heights? Great question. So here are all the median prices that we saw in January to June of 2023. The reason why I do a median, you're probably gonna hear it a million times in my videos, is I don't like it when there is an outlier and it skews an average. So I just take the smack dab in the middle, what are houses costing, and you know that there's an equal amount of houses that went for less and more, rather than one house on an outskirt on a huge piece of property went for $2 million, and it's totally skewing the average and not a fair representation of what it costs to live in the neighborhood. So if you enjoyed this video, please check out my other videos. They're all about living your best life in KW, and if you want to move to KW or within it, buy, sell, invest, I'm your girl. I'm here to help you. If you want to know what neighborhood is best for you, I have a Google form linked down below, and it's going to ask you a variety of questions about what your day looks like, what your life looks like. Maybe you have a family of young kids, older kids, if you're just a young couple, if you commute to work and you want to be as close as possible to that work, if you want to be close to biking trails, etc. We go into detail there, and then I leave a section for you to let me know anything else about your life that's really important to you. Maybe you want a renovation. I can help you with that too. So you can fill out that form below. You could follow me on Instagram. I'd love if you'd like and subscribe to this video, and we'll see you next time.